Discover your spiritual gifts and then give them away. Next on Pastor Bob's Coffee Break. Enjoying a little Headbangers brew this morning, our very own coffee in ground whole bean decaf K-cups. We got the whole thing. You can get that in our mugs. Here's one of our new mugs. I love this one. And it says, "A hug in a mug. Headbangers brew." That's pretty cool, isn't it? Right here, we are metal, we are family.com. Dear Pastor Bob, you talk about spiritual gifts and their importance in our lives, but you've never explained how they improve our relationship with God. Can you expound on that? And yes, I would love to. So, the Bible talks about specific spiritual gifts, specific ones that we use with each other. And let's go to that first of all. Romans chapter 12, verses 4 through 10. And we'll go through this and I want to show you how exciting spiritual gifts are when you give them away. He says, just as our bodies have many parts, and each part has a special function, so it is with Christ's body. We are many parts of the body, you and I, and everyone listening, and we all belong to each other. In His grace, God has given us different gifts for doing certain things well. So if God has given you the ability to prophesy, speak out with as much faith as God has given you. If your gift is serving others, serve them well. If you're a teacher, teach well. If your gift is to encourage others, be encouraging. If it is giving, give generously. If God has given you leadership ability, take the responsibility seriously. And if you have a gift for showing kindness to others, do it gladly. And then he says, to wrap this up, don't just pretend to love others. Now, why does he talk about this right after he's talked about spiritual gifts? Because this is the foundation. The foundation is love, and the foundation is love for each other in the body of Christ. Spiritual gifts are part of His body, who He is. None of us have all of them. Each one of us have different ones, and we use them together in the body of Christ in agape, in love. That's our poster for the month, by the way. Agape, love, loving God, God's love. So he said, don't just pretend to love others, really love them. That's a big one, isn't it? Because you see so many Christians kind of pretending, but then you see how they treat other people and you think they don't really love people. They have this air of love, but it's not agape. It says really love them. Hate what is wrong. Hold tightly to what is good. Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. In other words, with my spiritual gifts, it's not for my own edification. It's for the edification of the body. It's to bless them. It's to love them with. He says, love one another with genuine affection. You know, spiritual gifts have a lot of heart to them. You know, when you have a gift of mercy, you really feel for people. When you have a gift of teaching, you have such a desire for people to learn, and on and on and on. Each gift has its own emotion, and the basis for those emotions is agape, love. So he says, love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other, not necessarily yourself, but all of us together, that the whole body of Christ is honored by your gift. So It's important that you understand what your spiritual gifts are, how you fit into the body of Christ, and then begin to give them away. Now, there's a lot of talk about people just being involved in I forget the term that's used for it, but just a church online. And now you can actually have your own avatar, your own character, and all the characters get together, and you can go to a church service, and you can even be baptized in your avatar. And it's getting a little strange, and it's not biblical. It isn't biblical. Biblical is getting together, loving each other, seeing each other, seeing each other face to face, looking each other in the eyes, hugging each other, loving each other. Love one another with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. So folks, if you're only involved in internet church, internet fellowship, that's nice. It'll build you up. You can have relationships that way, but that isn't what this is talking about. It's talking about real people, real love, honoring them, and giving your love and his love through you away to them. So that's important. But folks, we're going to spend some time this month talking about spiritual gifts. I want you to know what you have. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. But the most important thing is to use them in agape and give them away in love. So don't forget, you are blessed. So go and be a blessing.